Yeah, well, we're out here at Boynton Beach where the waves are very, very strong right now. I think a few people who haven't even checked out the beach yet probably didn't realize this. I was pretty shocked when I walked up here to see how rough they are. Actually, quite a few people out here surfing as well. This is right near the Briny Breezes mobile home park, where, as I told you earlier, about 400 people have actually evacuated. They have left. They are not taking any chances. But there are a few people who are, going to be staying in a safe place, but they also wanted to check out the beach today just to see what it looked like, including Steve and Elizabeth here. Tell me, what brought you to the beach today? So we've been canvassing the areas around West Palm Beach, trying to look for storm damage. Obviously, the winds are really picking up. We've seen a lot of downed trees, a lot of tree limbs, debris in the road. But we're here on Churchill Street and actually found this tree that fell down on this house. We're just a couple of miles south of downtown West Palm Beach. It's a very large tree that you can see here has actually become uprooted and has fallen on top of this house. I knocked on the door to try to check and see if anyone was home. Luckily, nobody answered, so I'm hoping that no one was hurt. I also knocked at the house next door to check on those people. No one answering, so it seems like a lot of people have cleared this neighborhood, heeded the warnings from our meteorologists, but this is just one of the many things that we're seeing in this neighborhood out here. These trees falling. I mean, this is a huge tree, but probably fell because of the high winds that we're seeing. The ground is already soaked with rain. We're going to continue driving around West Palm Beach to find some more damage as Hurricane Irma makes its way through our area. Back to you in the studio. I'm on Flagler Drive just south of downtown West Palm Beach, and I want to show you guys a lot of the damage that we're seeing. Lots of debris in the road, a lot of tree limbs, palm fronds. This is all we've been seeing as we've driven kind of south from downtown. Just over a few streets down on Churchill, there is actually a tree that fell down onto a house. I checked to make sure if anyone was home, and luckily no one was home, for we're hoping that nobody was hurt, but you can see how strong the winds are blowing. And take a look at the intercoastal waters here. They are just being churned up. There is a boat out there that's anchored, several of them that are just bobbing in the waves over there. There's a lot of debris still scattered all along the waterfront here. Definitely not safe to be out here if you're trying to drive around, trying to get somewhere. It's best to stay indoors. We've also got another downed tree over here as well, but this is a lot of what we're seeing as we're kind of making our way around West Palm Beach. I know there's a lot of power outages in the area. You'll have to watch for down power lines, but it's just incredible to see the fury of Hurricane Irma as it tries to make its way through our area. Again, the winds are blowing very hard. This is not a place that you want to be or be walking out in, especially watching out for downed trees and downed limbs. That's what it's looking like so far. We're going to continue heading throughout the area to look for damage as we cover Hurricane Irma. Back to you in the studio. I'm out here at St. Andrews Palm Beach apartment complex in West Palm Beach, where thankfully we've been able to take refuge during the storm. We've been here for the past 7 hours through the thick of it, and it's honestly still not quite over with. As you can tell, it's still very windy, even though the sun has gone down and the rain has stopped. But I want to go ahead and show you just how much water has filled the roadway here on just off of Belvedere Road. PBSO drove through here not too long ago, checking on residents in this area, trying to make sure that everyone is doing okay. But I want to show you something over here, which is probably what brought PBSO out here in the first place. But a lot of huge tree branches that have fallen from the trees here because these wind gusts have been pretty scary. I was pretty frightened many times this afternoon when that storm was coming through, and still is coming through. But take a look at this huge tree branch that fell on top of 2 cars here. I did get to check and see what happened with these cars. The 2 ladies who owned them said they were okay. Obviously, they were not sitting in the cars when this happened. But just right next to the car is this one, where it looked like the branch ricocheted off of their windshield and onto these cars. So a lot of heavy damage sustained here. Certainly not the only thing that we're seeing all across the county, but I believe this tree branch came several yards away from a tree just over there, and as you heard that noise, still a lot of debris still falling. We're probably going to try to head back inside to where it's a little safer, as should everyone else tonight. That's what it looks like so far in West Palm Beach.